Joining me tonight, Ann Bremner, criminal defense attorney, former prosecutor, and psychotherapist Stacey Kaiser. Stacey, I want to go straight to you on this because this woman, as a victim, now the man that she's accused of raping her. And I understand it's so difficult for victims of sexual assault to have to come forward. But here she comes forward, has to tell her story, but has to sit up on the witness stand and be directly questioned by the man that she says raped her. What does that do to the victim? Is this almost a second victimization?
It very much is almost a second victimization. You know, when a victim goes to tell their story again, they emotionally and psychologically relive the experience. And to have to relive the experience with the perpetrator so close is really going to traumatize her in an additional way.
All right, let's do this. Ann and Stacey, let's take a look at a big piece of the cross-examination. Again, this is the man accused of rape. The woman he's accused of raping is on the witness stand. He is acting as his own attorney, cross-examining her. Take a look.
Do you remember testifying earlier that you pulled over because you thought you may have hit something?
I testified that you were flagging me down. I thought maybe I may have hit you, or I may have hit something on your car.
Can you describe me, my height, my size, my build, just by looking at me?
Tan Hispanic male, short haircut. You're taller than me, maybe 6 foot.
Must have grown a foot or so.
No, don't make any sidebar comments.
During your testimony earlier, I noticed that you referred to the incident as sex. Is that what happened? Did you just have sex?
I've been raped.
Do you remember referring to your interview as just sex?
No.
So the interview with Detective Leila Davis, where you never mentioned the word rape.
Because it is sex. Rape is sex.
So you're saying that rape is sex?
Unwanted sex is rape.
So your testimony here today now is that you were raped?
I was raped by you. You forced sex upon me.
Did you give a statement to Detective Leila Davis and demonstrate on a video that you were punching your assailant?
I don't remember. I was pushed up against the window, and you were having sex with me from behind me.
With your handcuffs?
Yes.
Your hands behind your back? Was that painful?
I don't remember the pain.
Were your hands in the way?
I don't know. I don't remember the pain.
I understand it's been 6 months since you alleged these allegations. Was your memory more fresh then, or is your memory more accurate now?
I don't know. I just remember what I can remember.
Well, what I'm asking you is, would it be easier to remember something if it just happened yesterday?
No, it depends on if I want to remember it or not.
So it's based on what you want to remember?
Correct.
I've never seen anything like this inside a courtroom, Ann Bremner. An accused rapist getting the opportunity to question his accuser, cross-examine her. I've never seen it, and I understand, you know, you have a right to counsel, you have a right to counsel of your choice, even if you choose yourself. Ann, have you ever seen a moment like this inside a courtroom?
I have not. I have seen a pro se defendant cross-examined, but not like this. Not in a rape case. I mean, this serious. I mean, it's like full for a client sure comes to mind. I mean, when he's speaking to her and the judge has got to step in and protect the claimed to be victim, and it's not like My Cousin Vinny or something like that. It's like he's watched some legal shows and he knows some things to ask, but what a violation, like Stacey said. You re-victimize somebody all over again in a courtroom, or at least it appears that way here.
Stacey, as we watched it and we heard the demeanor of the defendant / attorney and the victim in this case, what did you hear?
You know, what I thought was interesting is, well, let me first say I'm completely against this experience, even though I understand that the law allows him to be his own attorney, as they say. But What I did notice is there's a possibility when they're trying to decide his guilt or innocence that this woman's emotional reaction, her difficulty in talking to him, may actually prove her case, because it does appear that she's really uncomfortable with him, and it makes me believe that it really happened.
Yeah, I don't know why he decides to represent himself. It may tell us a lot more about this defendant, Stacey.